GRAPH EXPO 14 and CPP have teamed up again this year to bring you the show from the McCormick Place in Chicago. And I'd like to bring forth now Fred Ramsey, who is the Global Product Marketing Manager for Office and Solutions with Xerox. Fred, welcome to our little avenue here at the show and what we're talking about. And we're talking machines, and you and I have had a nice discussion about new machines and products that you did bring to the show this year, and they're not necessarily high-end, but low-end and fit into a certain niche group. Let's talk about that for a moment.
That's correct. So we've introduced the C60 and the C70. These are new to the market. We're able to bring some more of our high-end technology down to the entry space, more affordable, lower footprint. But what we really like to show, and we're showing at the show, is the ability to go onto substrates and medias and applications that otherwise you couldn't in the past. So the registration being better. We have a low melt EA toner that allows us to go onto, say, plastics where in the past they would melt. Now we're able to do that. And so a smaller business, great example, back at my hometown in Rochester, New York, they have pizza shops, 10 pizza shops, and the guy found that he could use this device to do magnets, and he couldn't do the magnets before. When you get your pizza and you're a good customer, you get a full sheet magnet with the menu. So he's seeing value, whereas in the past you might get a piece of paper.
Right.
What goes?
Yep, and it gets tossed the next day, doesn't it? Really?
So he saw huge value, and it's because that technology that you see with your iPhones, iPads, is also in printing. We just sometimes forget about it.
So this is something that a company or service organization, as example, church, what have you, can really take a good hard look at and say, you know, maybe we'll bring this into the house and thereby reduce some of the costs. And by the other side of that equation is the print shop folks can do that as well.
Absolutely. So for example, with that small footprint, maybe you have a smaller location, a downtown location, you can squeeze that in there.
Don't have a lot of physical space.
Absolutely, or money.
Right.
And you're able to get in there. The YMCA, the recreation centers, they all have needs to do window clings. Again, the low melt toner, the high resolution gets you that nice look.
Size-wise, what are we talking about?
Up to 13 inches by 19 inches.
That's pretty good size.
So, you know, and then heavyweight up to 300 GSM, so 100 pound.
Right.
So you can do a lot, and what's key with that is not only can it handle that heavier media and bigger media, it can fuse. And so, like if you think about a linen for a wedding invitation or creatives, it can fill in the valleys and the peaks without a problem. Whereas in the past, sometimes that technology wasn't available.
Let's talk for a moment about MFPs for the office. What's happening in that category?
So at Xerox, we have a Connect Key product line. We call it our Connect Key ecosystem, where we have one controller, one ecosystem that works on all of our products. And in fact, we just released in September a new one called a 7970. It's a 70 page per minute color device with all the capabilities of our Connect Key product line. So when you plug these in, it doesn't matter how big or how small you are, you get the same experience, all the way down to what we call an A4 desktop model. It has all the same capabilities as some of our larger machines. So you get the McAfee and security with Cisco all embedded, one experience across the line. So we're pretty happy about that.
Well, that's interesting. You sure have got a lot going on. Xerox, I know, has been a leader in this field for a long, long time, and it's interesting just to discuss it as the high end and the big sheet fed machines, and we're getting down now to the average everyday consumer, talking about maybe there's a possibility we could do this and expand our capacity and what we'd like to do in the output of the machine.
Absolutely.
Hey, great. Appreciate you stopping by. Fred Ramsey with the Global Product Marketing at Xerox.